some of these people are not going to get confirmed, right, Jack? But Donald Trump is setting the tone. Some of these people will get through.
Well, he's shocking the system.
You do not get a mandate for change. Just do one or two. You need to overwhelm the system.
Yes.
Is that right, Jack?
Yeah. So what you're doing is you're overwhelming the system, and so people are saying, "Oh, Pete Hegseth, that was shocking," and then Tulsi Gabbard, that's shocking, and then Matt Gaetz, that's shocking, and suddenly it's like, wait a minute, you're moving too fast, and so it's basically a system of where your actions, your decision cycle is actually taking place faster than anything. Charlie, is there anyone in Washington, D.C. who can move this fast? Anyone? No one can move this fast in Washington, D.C. The system is not built for that. This is the system. This reminds me of like Turning Point, by the way. Turning Point moves fast, as everybody knows. Elon Musk moves fast, as everybody knows. You've got to be willing to hit the ground running, and that's what President Trump is clearly doing here. By the way, securing essentially a statement from Thune to say that recess appointments would be on the table to make sure that President Trump's agenda gets passed. So he secures that from Thune. That's why President Trump doesn't make an endorsement in the Senate Majority Leader race, because he got that out as a public statement from Thune that he would support the agenda. Then, as President Trump, I believe just as he was wheels up from D.C., that's when he pushes, boom, on the Truth Social posts. So it's like he flew out of D.C. and just dropped a bomb right from Trump Force One of, great, you guys all agree with me. So my appointments are going to be Matt Gaetz, Tulsi Gabbard, and Pete Hegseth. How do you like me now? No, it's incredible strategy that we're seeing, the timing of this. I hope that there are some real historians that actually look back on this time and understand the strategy of what's going on right now, because what you're seeing is actually far more, they want to say it's haphazard. They want to say it's not planned out. They want to say that he's shooting from the hip and he's making it up as it's all going along. But Charlie, you've been there. Is this haphazard or not?
No, it's not. It's actually, I think, very strategic, which is if you're going to shock the system, you got to shock the system. And you understand, look, so some people get tripped up in confirmation fights. Okay, but look at the first administration. We had people that we nominated that we had to pull. I'm trying to think. It was like an EPA administrator or something.
There's a whole bunch of them.
There was a whole bunch of them. It's just part of the process. So you got to go big. You got to go bold. You got to go quick. And by the way, you lose someone, you get somebody up. It's just a volley of people. And eventually you're going to get some through. And that's how you effectuate change. It's not going to be like you go all in on one person, like, oh, we're going to change, our change agent is going to be. And that's
what we did last time.
Last time we were like, yeah.
Huge problem.
Like last time we said, okay, our change agent is going to be a singular agency.
Right.
Like, oh, okay, great. No, it's across the board, okay? Every agency is going to be flooded. We occupy the entire federal government, and we know that the Senate is going to say no to some people. However.
Whoa, Charlie Kirk supports the Occupy movement.
Oh, I support it. And we occupy D.C.
Occupy D.C.
I will say this, though, that Senate Republicans are going to have a hard time saying no to everything.
And that's the issue, right?
And that's the strategy. Okay, they'll say no once, they'll say no twice, say no three. All of a sudden, you say no to the sixth time.
Right, and the constituents are going to be like, excuse me, are you on board with President Trump's agenda or not? You said you were. You said to his face you were. You said to all of us that you were. And you got a lot of these senators, Cornyn's in cycle. A lot of people are getting in cycle now. And they are not going to forget, those states are not going to forget that Donald J. Trump won them by 64% in some cases, 55% in some cases, huge mandates all over the place. And if President Trump is going to put them on blast, now suddenly that's a huge issue. Plus, I don't know how confirmed this is, but there's a rumor floating around, Charlie. I don't know if you've seen this rumor kind of on Twitter, kind of in the media, that Elon Musk has subtly been suggesting funding primaries against people who do not support the agenda. No, I can't confirm that, but certainly gotten involved in the pack.
Overwhelm the system. Let's play cut 393 here.
The thing that hasn't come up yet that concerns me in terms of his policies is that if he's not a Christian nationalist, he's one of their best warriors. I mean, he sees the military at this point as a flaming sword for Christ. One of the other things that he sort of pushes on outside of misogyny and DEI is anti-Muslim bigotry.
What? How much did he fit into that one statement?
Boy, he just ran the whole gamut there. That was and
they're not taking this loss well.
That was
by the way,
all of it.
I can't tell you. It's not about the individual. Someone's text, Charlie, what do you think about Gates? I love Gates, by the way. I think it's amazing. What do you think about this? I said, no. Look at, does it not the forest from the trees?
Right.
You are seeing an Occupy movement. You are seeing an overwhelm the system. Blake, do you understand the argument I'm making here, and can you contextualize it? It's more about the vibe. It's more about like, hey, we got a mandate. some of these are not going to work. Some of these guys are going to get, put up in a committee, but we're going to just throw the entire kitchen sink at this thing, Blake.
Yeah, exactly. It's, a thing you often heard about Trump's campaign way back when he first started, 2015. Yeah. People would talk about the A/B testing aspect of the Trump campaign, which is a term from tech. It's where A/B testing is very quickly. Do we know what's going to work? Oh, no, we actually have no idea what's going to work. So do several different things and literally see what actually does better than others. And I think you see this with the Musk involvement. This very much defines everything Elon Musk does, is there's a value all its own in being really aggressive and just trying things out, knowing in advance that not everything will get through. And if something doesn't get through, you just, you wipe your hands off and you try again. So one of these guys gets shot down. Okay, bam, you already have your backup ready to go. You put them forward. You don't act surprised about it. And when you go in with that attitude, when you're so maximally aggressive, DC it's full of busy people. It's full of slow people. It's full of people who love going on vacation. Yep. If you can just overwhelm these people with your energy, if you overwhelm them with your will, we have an idea. We are going to get this done. Yeah. They're going to. What are they going to do about it? They can only keep people angry about so many things at once.
And this is how you run. Boom. This is how you run a military operation, by the way. This is Normandy, right? Mm-hmm. So Normandy wasn't just one day. Normandy was, you had days prior to Normandy when there was action taking, shock the system. Obviously, people know every first invasion is followed by the air assault. So air assault hits command and control, take out their communications, take out their ability to think, take out their ability to talk. Then the waves start hitting the beach. The waves start hitting the beach. There's artillery going to be shooting at the planes. There's going to be the pillboxes that are coming, but you just keep sending people. You just keep sending people up. And guess what? What does MAGA have, Charlie? We've got people.